Konnichiwa, minasan. See here, MagickDream Creations, and we got Mr. Manager here, Orgy.
Hi, guys.
And we got our little Evie here.
Yep.
She decided, she's going to be a butthead. She wanted to be in the camera for a little bit. So she may move. Don't know. She may just say screw it. But anyway, we were going to do a special con review. And as you guys know, Orgy here does Nocturnal Nerds with me. So I pulled his teeth and asked him very nicely to come do the video with me.
Yes.
Because he was there to quit. He doesn't like doing anything with webcams or nothing. So this is a kind of special... You see the glare that he's giving me. He's a special edition kind of thing. Probably a once in a while thing. Once in a very long while thing. But anyway, we went to Koya-Con 3 this year.
Mm-hmm.
We had an absolute blast. And we were going to do a little review for you guys and then show you all the nice little stuff we got during the con. So, this year was a little bit different.
A little bit.
Than last year. They had it sectioned off where you had the panel rooms already. Then you had one of the halls had just the vendors and the artists, and another hall had the video games
and the entertainment.
The entertainment section and the main stage and all that. So it was set up a little bit different. And
the atmosphere was way different.
The atmosphere was totally different.
Yeah.
I know some people were like, well, made money better last year than they did this year.
Yeah.
I think it had a lot to do with the crowd wandering. Because when we had the pit last year back in the back, it made more people go towards the back more.
Well, they also had the stage, too, back there.
Yeah, and the stage was back there and everything.
There was no attraction for everything this year.
So it kind of, as they were getting closer to the back area, it was kind of dwindling on that one.
They were letting people color back there and doing autographs.
Yeah, they were doing autographs. They had a chill rest area back there.
Area, and I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Because most everybody didn't use it. They went out to where the concession stand was at.
Yeah, that's where they usually chilled and rested at, was there near the concession stand.
That.
It was another place where people could just sit and rest and relax, I guess. Just have another sit area. But
didn't make sense in my head, but okay.
Yeah.
It worked.
And then this year, you helped with the boffer pit for Amp Guard.
While at the same time
coming and relieving me at my booth.
Right.
And I had the opportunity to be between, I had Electa Arcana and Silly Little Missy next to me on my right, and on my left I had Unlimited Beadworks, which was totally awesome that they were all there, because I got to sit and talk with them and have fun.
It was really weird that the cosplayers were spread out. They were all over.
All over.
And some of them being in the vendor side, which
was different.
Way different.
And it was different for me, too, because they had accidentally oversold on their artist section.
Right.
And so I got put in the vendor side.
Which was different.
Different.
Cool, but yet different.
Yeah.
I mean, it was...
This one was a different experience, all around.
Yeah, just all around. It was just different. It was a good different in some aspects, bad different in others.
Yeah.
From what when I went around and I was talking to different vendors, it was just... Some of them were unhappy, some of them were, it was
Yeah. But a lot of them were saying, they made their money back,
right.
They got the gas money to get home.
As far as the crowd goes, the crowd was very pleased.
Mm-hmm.
They were just wondering why the sectioning off.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't quite understand that and didn't like that too well.
Yeah.
I thought that was really odd to section it off instead of leaving it very open.
Yeah, because you would have one section that you would go to, and then you'd be like, okay, well, that was it, and then, oh no, there's another section.
Yeah. Some people didn't realize that there was actually an entertainment hall until it was pointed out to them. Mm-hmm. Going from one section to the other, it just seemed weird. One, you're walking laps, and then the other one, you can go sit.
Yeah.
Just really strange.
Yeah.
Because in the entertainment hall, you had the boffer pit, of course, and you also had games and board games. You had video games, board games, and then you had the stage. Mm-hmm. So there was a lot of places to sit. Mm-hmm. And even in the boffer pit, there was chairs for people to sit. So there was a lot of seating. Mm-hmm. Where in the other hall, there wasn't a whole lot of seating except for in the chill area.
Yeah.
Which is towards the back. And if you just skimmed past that, you would never know it was even there.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people just didn't even realize that was a chill area section. I know they had a sign up, but they skimmed right past it because nobody was over there.
Mm-hmm.
They saw regular people sitting there. I'm pretty sure they just skipped right past that.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely...
Yeah, I mean, I know you live and learn.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a work in progress.
Because I'm looking forward to see what they do with it next year. Because this is only the third year, and it can just...
And
they
each
can do
year,
all kinds of things with it.
It's been different.
Yeah.
Because the first year we went, of course, not being a vendor or nothing.
Yeah.
And that was in a public library.
Yes.
So that was way different. And then now they went into the Horseshoe Arena the first year, and it was set up completely different from that. And this year it's set up even more completely different. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what they're going to do next.
Yeah. Because there's just more room to do all kinds of certain things. And then they had all kinds of guests there this year.
And I don't think
really
they utilized their space. Because, I mean, you had 3 sections of the Horseshoe Arena that they could have utilized, and they were only using 2 of it.
Yeah. Well, the third section's a stage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They didn't have to have the makeshift stage.
Yeah. Which I think with this, it'll eventually build up to that.
I'm hoping so.
I'm sure. They'll have all 3 sections open for the different...
Yeah, it would be awesome if they would.
Mm-hmm. And I think it'd be... Another thing would be keep it open, let the people be able to walk between everything and see everything as a whole.
Yeah.
That would just make it even more.
Yeah, especially if it was more open. It would be like some of the bigger cons that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gone to, I've just seen.
Yeah. Right. I've actually gone to the bigger cons, and
it's more open.
Yeah.
It's a lot more open.
Well, with A-Con, it was tiered. Because you had the, registration and sign up and in the artist alley and everything, and everywhere where they had the autograph section over on the side. That was the first floor. Then you go up the elevator to the board games and all kinds of things on that floor. Then they had the dealer's room. And then you had panels all over the place. So it does make a lot of sense of kind of that A-Con feel. And Anime Fest, it wasn't the exact same setup because they were in a different... I mean, they were both in Dallas, but they were in different hotels. Mm-hmm. Convention Center. One was in the Convention Center, and another one was in the Sheraton.
Well, even if they don't leave it open, if they would utilize the doors on the panels that sectioned off everything, and you could use those doors to go from one section to the other, I think that it would be better.
Yes, no. You'd have to have somebody guiding the traffic through.
Right. Because, I mean, if they have a panel going on, you're not allowed to use the door.
Yeah.
So this way it keeps it quiet.
Yeah.
I get that. But then you could utilize the doors because makeshift walls have doors.
Yeah, this is true. There's so many different combinations and so many different things that they can do with it. And eventually, I'm pretty sure they'll iron out exactly how they want it and continue to do it that way each time. And, it's whichever one gets, I guess, the best feedback or something, or however they feel was the best setup for them to do.
Overall, I had a blast.
I did too. And I like seeing faces and getting to meet new people and see some other people that I've met at other conventions.
I know some people were talking about the revenue, that they weren't happy and they may not return. But at the same time, it wasn't all about the revenue.
No. I go there to see all the fans and the people that I connect with because I'm the fan of the same thing.
Yeah, right.
And that's all it's ever been for me. The revenue just is added on.
I got to meet a lot of new people. And it was really cool.
Yeah. Because this is your second time being at Koya-Con.
Yeah, this is my second time.
Well, third time because this is the third year of it. So,
right.
Yeah. Second time doing the artist alley thing. Which is really cool.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot. It's fun to be on the side of going around and buying the things that you like and having fun that way.
Yeah.
But it's so much better to be on the artist or the vendor side, because then you have the ability to go out and talk and mingle while at the same time they're coming to you, talking, and you can relate to people.
Yeah.
So all around, you're able to meet a lot of people. I like going and talking and buying things what I want, but at the same time, I like the vendor side. The vendor side. Vendor or artist side.
The vendor artist, the dealer's room, basically, is what it'd be
room,
it'd be called.
It's really... Because you have your times where you can go out and you can check it out, see what it's, see what they have to offer. At the same time, you can meet people.
Yeah.
I like...
It's like, I know I was blown back because we went over... they came over to our booth, and then we went over there to check out the guy with all those prints. Oh my God.
Whoa.
It was like I think it was like a 12-foot setup.
I think I counted he had something like 42 or 43 prints hanging up on...
Yeah, and he had enough of a section where...
He was the tallest tower.
Yeah, it was. And
you could see him above everybody else.
It was this one, right?
Yep.
It was musetapstudios.com. And I'm going to put, like, all the stuff that we have and all the stuff that we get, I'm going to put it down below so you guys can go check them all out. But yeah, we got their business card. I wasn't able to go get a print or anything from them because...
No. But they came to our booth and they actually bought T-shirts.
Yeah, they bought T-shirts.
I don't think they bought any of the prints, but
they have plenty of prints. That's what they were. We got plenty of prints. Which when I got to see their setup, I was like, I understand. They did get a Kylo Ren T-shirt.
Yeah, they did.
Which I was so happy. And actually, and I didn't get to tell you this, my Kylo Ren T-shirt sold more here than it did at Comic-Con.
High five.
it was one of those, whoa. What?
I know a lot of people liked them, and a lot of people wanted them.
Yes.
Did you get to sell one to the cosplayer Kylo Ren?
I tried.
No.
I tried. It was a cosplayer. He was dressed as Kylo Ren. He walked up to the booth, saw the Chibi Kylo Ren T-shirt, just stared at it, and shook his head and did this. And I couldn't say anything. I couldn't do anything. I just laughed. I was just laughing the entire time. But yeah, I mean, we had little Miss Evie over here.
Yeah.
She's learned from Orgy to play at the microphone, so if y'all guys heard her heavy breathing, I'm sorry. I can't control her. Can't control it, and he's back there giggling and laughing. Cannot control that one. But we definitely, I mean, this was definitely a different... I really like this convention. I really like going, and I like seeing everybody that I get to see there. I think he's digging out a T-shirt at the current to show you guys. Because I forgot before I even set up this recording to grab one. But as soon as you can figure out the zippers.
Here you go. Show him the T-shirt.
Alright. Well, you can just come back over here.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. But this was the T-shirt. I know I've posted it up just so you guys can check it out.
And there was an actual person who was dressed up in that same costume as Kylo Ren.
Yeah. That was funny.
And that's the one I was trying to get him to buy the T-shirt while being in the costume. I thought it was just my sick sense of humor. That would have been great.
Now you can scoot in closer, sir.
Yep.
There you go. That way you're not halfway off the camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely looking forward to next year.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I hope I'm going to try very, very much so to be on the list pretty early. So, without that, I think we're going to get to our goodies that we got.
Yeah. I think we should.
Because
we're going to be there for a while.
We're going to be on that whole thing for
Fair
a while.
warning, we're probably going to be there for a while.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch, and I'm going to be a bad kid too.
We've acquired some fans. And we got some goodies.
And I was really super excited because I got, I did a couple of like trades and stuff, but I also got gifts.
Yeah.
And I don't think I forgot to pull out the other picture that I got. What are you laughing about now?
We're both like focused.
Yeah.
Our focus has focus.
Our focus has focus. God, that was bad because focus needed more focus.
Oh yeah, I think everybody needed more focus.
It was like ooh shiny. But I did get presents.
Got a lot of presents.
We got a lot of presents. And we're going to go through the gifts that people gave us first. So,
All right.
I got 2 for myself. And these are awesome. The story behind these ones that I'm about to show is Rayleigh. You got to actually meet her and her family.
Awesome.
And I love her to death, and I love being able to talk to her, and she actually got to cosplay, too.
At first, when you weren't there, she didn't want to talk to me.
It's because they didn't know you yet.
No. Her mom was like, oh, okay. Yeah, no. No.
She's very, very shy.
And even with
adorable.
you there, no.
Mr.
But
Manager
by the
scary.
end of it, yes.
Yeah. But she brought me gifts, and she made it a point to actually bring me these gifts.
And that's the greatest feeling.
It is.
Whenever people are like, hey, here's like almost like a simple little thank you for what you do. And it is amazing.
Oh, yeah. And I love it, because she made these little figurines, and I've got more of them to show you guys, but I'm going to show you these 3 first. I got Toriel, which she cosplayed Toriel while she was there at Koya-Con. I got Asgore, King of Dreams there, or the Dreamy King. He's got so many different nicknames, and these are all from Undertale, if any of you guys didn't know this. And then Azrael, he's the posthumous version of Flowey, which is the flower that you encounter, and that's why it's got a little flower base. It's the flower that you encounter in the very beginning of the game. So I got the little family here, and I'm like, oh, they're so cute. And then she painted me a little... It's a bobblehead rabbit, and I love it. It's adorable.
It is awesome.
I loves it.
She's a very, very, very cool chica.
I love her to death. Her family is awesome.
And
this one is this one's really cool. She made a Tala figure! I love my, and look at the little bow! I was so super stoked about this, because I got a little figure of my mascot. I was like, that's cute!
She is such a cool person.
She really is. I love her to death. I so do. And, and she commissioned me for a Tony the Talking Clock badge, which she got to see the work in progress of it.
Oh, yeah. She just ate that up like candy. She was like, ooh!
And I promised her, and I'm going to promise you guys, too, that I'm going to start doing tutorials. So, tutorials of how I draw. I'll draw them, start a little bit, and then speed it up, and then, go through the process of how I do digital art. And maybe if I can get a camera to work correctly, I might do a traditional art. But Rayleigh, thank you so much for coming to the booth and everything. I love you, girl.
It was amazing to meet her. It really was. And her family.
And I'm really glad you got to meet her.
Oh, yeah. They were very awesome people.
Thank you for the presents. I'm going to put them up on my shelf.
We enjoyed them. Thank you.
Love it. And then when I went to go walk around for a minute, because I wanted to go visit. I wanted to go see other vendors. I wanted to go see everybody else, because I stayed at my booth for the first 2 days, pretty much.
Oh yeah,
on a constant.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need to walk around. I need to get this out of my system. Well, I came back, and I had this on my left on my booth.
And we didn't know where.
I didn't know where it came from or anything. Well,
we left it there.
Yeah.
And we didn't touch it.
Because I wasn't sure.
We did notice that it was there, and I was like, okay, I know that she didn't leave it, and I didn't leave it. Where'd this come from?
And it was actually somebody there at the convention that had been there previously to my booth.
See, that's why I didn't touch it, because I was like, I know somebody left this, but I don't know who or
she came up whenever Miguel was there talking to me. She came up, she's like, I'm sorry I didn't color it in. And I was like, oh no, I love gifts, because I don't hardly, this has actually been the first time, I've gotten gifts.
You don't get gifts. I sure in the heck gifts.
And so I was really excited. I even had her put a signature on it. She put cat, which I was like, aw, that's so cute. So I'm really excited to get all the presents, and I'm going to hang it up. I'm like, it makes me happy. It makes me uber happy. And then the other gifts we got was stuff from, and we're going to start off on this pile, because this pile's big.
It is big.
Because Miguel's been giving away and getting rid of a lot of his stuff. And
that's the face.
And, he gave me, I did the Comic-Con one, and he gave me Slayers, the manga and everything.
If you move the other direction, move that way. See the Slayers in the background?
Yeah, that's Slayers. I've owned that.
Slayers.
That's the Slayers. That's Lena and Gowry. And he gave me the comics, like the actual comics for it. So, Now, that's a little cell print, by the by. It's like the little cell animation thing from the show. So I was like, oh. But anyway, this is the one that I picked out of the figurines that we got. Renoa. This is actually going to be on my cosplay list. Is to cosplay her. But I love it, and it's going to go up with all my other figurines.
And I took the other figurine because I'm a very big fan of World of Warcraft.
As we know, if you guys were listening to the Nocturnal Nerds.
I love Sylvanas. And whenever I seen part of this, I saw and I'm going to try to show you what I saw. I saw this coming when I walked up. She quickly hit it, and she's like, I know where this is going. And this figurine is pretty awesome. It's the Lieutenant Barthamus.
Varamithras.
Yeah, whatever. I know that.
You suck at names.
I do suck at
Varamithras. And, it
is epic.
You can't really see it very well.
And it's a keychain.
You can put it on a key ring and everything.
It's so awesome.
So you might end up going up there with Sylvanas.
Yes.
And if you guys didn't know, like, if you play World of Warcraft, he's not in there anymore. He used to stand in the same in the hall with Sylvanas. But things happened. He took over Undercity, kicked her out, all of that, and you end up having to fight for Undercity. And that quest only was open for so long, and then they finally took it down. But you had to fight. He was the final ending of that. Was getting to Varamithras and destroying him. And keeping the rest of the Legion and everybody from going into Undercity. And it was really cool. And I was, like, really surprised when he pulled that out. Because I was like, oh my god!
As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god! I know who that is. And she gave me a clue. She's like, this is going to go next to Sylvanas. Yeah, that
was the clue. Yeah. And then Orgy gets to sit here and pull up more things.
Yeah, I'll be down here.
Because he gave us a lot. And it's really cool. And this one I really love because I love Penny Arcade.
Yep.
This is the first volume, guys. This is like
gold
history because you can go through it and you can see how much their artwork has changed over the years. And that's the fun thing about artists is that no matter what, you're going to change.
Oh yeah.
Like you can go back 10 years to your artwork, look at it, and go, "Oh my gosh."
You can go back at least 2 years
and see the big difference.
Massive change.
Oh yeah. Because you keep practicing, and that's why I tell people that want to learn how to draw or are not confident in the art, keep practicing.
Just keep doing it.
It'll happen.
It will.
It will eventually, draw from life, draw from whatever.
My music didn't come out great at the very beginning.
And it's just, you got to practice. And sometimes if you don't think it looks good, other people will think it looks amazing.
I said that at the con. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
And it's true, and
you may not like it, but somebody else may fall in love with it.
And I made this joke a lot with my artwork, is because I have friends that I've drawn artwork for them, and they're like, I still have your old artwork, and I'm going, oh my god, because I remember in that time period what it looked like.
Yeah.
And they were totally like, they needed a V8 bad, because I would turn the paper, and so they'd be straight board and leaning. And it was just priceless. I was like, I can still remember that. Then we got, and this is another blast from the past, is Beckett's Collector.
Yep.
The Yu-Gi-Oh one. It's got all kinds of things. There's even an Exodia. Ooh, and a Dark Magician. Oh, Dark Magician poster. I'm going to leave them in the book, though, because I like keeping them in the book. But, there's an Exodia poster and everything. These were, like, gold when you were collecting, and a lot of these is like people back when, like, internet wasn't really very big. Like when I was getting into anime, it was hard to find certain things online about certain animes.
I remember you had to home order stuff.
You had to home order things.
Snail mail.
You had to go to your local comic stores or something. Like, even back then in Hastings, you had to be 18 or older to even rent anime because they thought it was all adult.
You're right.
And even, like, we had a comic store here called Dell's Planet Comics, but now it's Dell's Planet Customs.
Well, it kind of worked, well, I know, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but like GameStop. You go in and you get a subscription and they send it to your house. That's kind of sort of what you had to do. You had to get it sent to you.
Yeah.
Where now you can go online and have it sent to your house.
Oh, yeah. It's like me, Orgy, and Miguel were just reminiscing of, like, you had to go through hoops to get this stuff.
You really did.
And, you know, it was a big thing if you went to a convention, because then you can get it even more.
Yeah, easier.
And a lot of places, that's the only way you could do it.
Whenever I was growing up, they didn't really do a whole lot of conventions. They had the Nintendo where they would meet up at the big conventions, and it was only in California and New York. It was really hard to get there, so I had to
only
go
been in the
other
last
routes to get things sent to my house.
It's been like in the last maybe 10 years that it's actually conventions are getting bigger and huge and
that's
more
amazing to me
frequent.
because you can get collectibles that's involved in here that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
it's out in.
Moving on. I'll be down here.
I mean, because we got so much stuff, we've got it spread like all the way around us. So it's one of those we're going through it. Okay, I'm gonna just pull out one of these because there's a stack. Yeah,
because there's a big stack.
Yeah, there is a big stack of these ones. Now these are called the mixed zine, and this was another way. Like this one debuted Sailor Moon.
When I said a big stack, I meant a big stack.
A big stack, and it's mostly got Sailor Moon, and this is like
there's
it has
the big stack.
Yeah, and it has Parasite in it. And again, this is like the way that you knew your anime and the way that you got to see what was coming up. Yeah, and see order forms to get your own and just
home order,
and they have the actual comic. This was whenever Sailor Moon actually debuted, was in the magazines and everything, and they were the serial ones that you would. Once you bought a subscription to it, you had to keep up with subscription in order to keep up with the story.
Right.
So it drew people in even more to getting to know it. And this one has Magic Knight Riders, which makes me so giddy. so giddy. Because I absolutely adore Clamp, and I love a good lot of their series. And, you know, there's some of them in here that I haven't even read. I haven't even touched Parasite, and I really need to. And then there's Ice Blade. I mean, there's all kinds of different ones in here. So it may suck me into another series.
It's a good possibility.
Yeah. So, you know, and these are all coming from, like, this whole thing. I haven't even changed to who gave it to us. This is all Miguel.
This is all Miguel.
This is all Miguel. He was wanting all this stuff to go to a good home, and so he instantly was like,
it's going to find a good home.
It did, and we're going to definitely hold on to it.
You want one of these, too?
Yeah, just one of those.
Okay. You want this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another big step. Game on.
Game on.
Game on. This is like blast in the past kind of thing. And, you know, then this is another one that you had to... This is before Game Informer.
Yeah.
Like...
I remember those.
Long before Game Informer.
A lot of my friends had those. That's where we used to get our codes from.
Yep. And they have, like, little one-shot looking things. And it's actually really cool.
That one still has the subscription in it also.
Subscription page, little... where you had to take out the ticket and submit it through the mail. I mean, I know that you can still do that, but a lot of times it's all, you go online.
You go online and get it. It's so much easier.
Oh, wow. I don't even know if jpop.com is still even active. There's like a lot, and I'm really sad because New Type USA, that was the big anime manga magazine.
See, at that time that was going on, I remember seeing some of these magazines, and at this time I was more into WWF magazine.
Gotcha.
I had it sent to my house.
I was a big New Type
Metal
person.
Edge.
And New Type got quickly. There's no more New Type.
I wished I would have kept all my issues of Metal Edge.
I still have some of my New Types.
I had a stack, and I mean from the floor up to here of Metal Edge. Big music magazine.
And then the last bit in our gifts from Miguel. And we are going to show off both of these.
Yes.
So we both picked one out of these.
Yes. She gets to pick hers first again.
I got the yellow one. It's plastic. Plastic.
Plastic.
What's really cool about these? Ha ha ha. And if you could say, it says 6-1-6.
Yep.
So, you know, that gives, and this is back when, I can't remember the name of it.
Same year.
I can't remember the name of the store that we get these from.
He said it. I'm bad with names. It escaped me.
Yep, it's gone out of my head. I can't remember.
As soon as he
Miguel,
said
will
it,
you
and I was
comment
like,
and tell me what it
"Ooh."
is again?
I was like, done.
My brain
Sorry. Short-term memory loss.
overloaded is what I am, and I'm extremely exhausted.
I met so many people.
And this is Orgies.
Plastic.
It says plastic on it.
Again. But I really enjoyed the backside.
Mm-hmm.
The backside of it. And again, down there at the very bottom,
It says plastic.
it says plastic, and it has the date, 6106. I was very stoked. Very, very awesome. I even changed in this t-shirt
He did.
at the con.
Totally put it on.
I put it on. I wore it. I didn't care. It was awesome.
But yeah, so thank you, Miguel,
Thank
for all
you,
this.
Miguel.
This is epic.
Epic.
And, they're totally going to get worn.
Yes.
I'm not a big yellow
Very
person, but this is going to be my one yellow shirt that I'm going to wear, like, till the day it ruffles. Day it ruffles.
Till it falls off.
Yeah.
Can't wear it no more.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm getting
put
more
on
of
the
those.
wall.
Save the
Retired.
artwork.
Yep, save
Put
the
in a
artwork.
frame.
Yep.
Oh gosh. Then we've got. Yeah, this is the first order bead art, which I really like these little cards because they're adorable.
They are.
Little tiny sliver cards.
They were really.
And again, whenever I have like stuff for them, I'm going to put the info down below so you guys can check these out.
Check them out.
But my friend, my really good friend Adriana, she gave me a Gambit because I squeezed so hard when I saw Gambit.
She did.
I adore Gambit. Gambit's my very first X-Men that I really, really love, and then next is Nightcrawler. So
And we both love Gambit and
Nightcrawler. And so whenever I saw that, I almost squeezed.
I almost stole it.
Bad Orgy.
What?
No, sir.
Hey.
But she got him for me, and I was like,
I almost stole it. Still
cannot
tempted.
have my Gambit. Back off my Gambit. But yeah, this is from the first order, and he's still trying to steal my Gambit back off. And then, so she gave me the Gambit from the same guy, the same artist. He was giving out keychains. And I know he doesn't know this. This is from an anime. This is from Tengo Toppen Gurren Lagann. That's the English. Don't even try to get me to say the Japanese one. I cannot do that right now. But yeah, so I got the drill keychain right here, which is awesome. And it's probably going to go on my keychains because I love keychains. That's going to happen. And then Rhaegar, a friend of ours from Amtgard, he came and threw this at me. So I had star power for a little bit there.
Yes, she did.
And it's a magnet, so it's totally going to go hanging up on probably next to the spiritual stones that I got last at Comic-Con. But yeah, he totally threw this at me. And I thought he threw it at me and meant to get it back, but he was like, no, you keep it. Because I'd given him a chip.
I think I said you had been starred, and then later on I was like, oh, now you have star power.
I had star power for a little bit. And yeah, I thought it was really cool. He gave me a good idea about my chibis because he really likes my chibi art. And
he did.
This was the first year I actually opened up chibi commissions, and it went well. I had 3 on Saturday. Thank you, Rhaegar, because that's going to work
awesome.
well. But yeah, so I gave him a chibi Deadpool, and he gave me a store. I got star power. But yeah, again, guys, that was from First Order. I also did a trade. Totally did a trade. I gave Soma I ended up giving her Sailor Mercury. Yeah, she's from Dark Elf Cosplay Studio.
There you go.
And I think she's changing her name here soon.
Uh-oh.
She's going to be changing her name to something easier. She's shortening it to something like... It's going to have something with the alpaca.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be cute. It's going to be adorable. But...
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah. So I gave her Sailor Mercury because she cosplays Sailor Mercury. I also gave Savage Sailor Jupiter, my Sailor Jupiter print, because she cosplays Sailor Jupiter.
I had to run that with you into the pit.
Yeah. I also gave Kat from Katie Kinn's cosplay. I gave her Sailor Mars because she's eventually going to cosplay Sailor Mars. I'm going to cosplay Sailor Venus. We're going to have a little group together.
Right.
All we're going to be missing is we're not going to have Sailor Moon so far. I don't know, but I'm for sure going to do Venus. But
I am
anyway,
not doing Tuxedo Mask.
You don't have to. It's okay.
No.
I still try to convince him to wear a onesie and be my Artemis. But he didn't want to. Mm-mm. He's going to make me resort to carrying around an Artemis plushie.
Yes. I am not wearing that.
I traded her because I debuted my Evolution bookmarks. My brain is so fried right now because I'm so like winding down. It's starting to go shut down, go to sleep, recoup.
Right, recoup.
But I gave her a Glaceon bookmark, and in trade, she gave me this cute Umbreon charm. I am so happy about this. It's so cute.
They were all very cute.
They were adorable, but Umbreon is my favorite. Mm-hmm. So I was like,
and if I'm not mistaken, he's the only one with the frown.
Yes.
He's the only one that's going.
He's usually the only one with
Yeah. The other ones were kind of happy. He's the only one that has them.
Like he's a little tiny happy. It's okay. Well, he's the dark type Pokemon. I really liked him.
He wasn't happy to be there.
No.
He wasn't happy to be at the con.
And then there was we were across the way from the Chico stand.
Oh, okay.
And the girl that was there, she cosplayed Sailor Mars. But she cosplayed as Ray.
Yeah, and not too many people knew that. I know.
Yeah, I had to point it out to her. I was like, she's Ray!
And I was like, oh!
And she really liked my Sailor Moon art, so I ran over there to her and I gave her Sailor Mars. And it's Gabby Rivera, and if you'll pull out... So in trade, so I was like, staring up at her Star Wars pictures. I got this for Orgy here. I traded and got this for Orgy.
Oh, so awesome.
This nice Darth Vader right here.
Yeah. I like Vader.
She's really good, guys. She's got some amazing artwork.
She does have some amazing art.
But I'll put her Redbubble on our art pal down below for you guys to go check her out. It was gorgeous.
And she does some amazing cosplays.
She does.
She
showed me her Sailor Mars. The Wonder Woman was amazing. She's wanting to do Hawk Girl. Mm-hmm. And she did Maiden Shrine Ray from Sailor Moon. And
the one that she keeps getting mistaken for
Kikyo. Yeah, that was the Shrine Maiden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because, that same outfit is used for
and
Kikyo, too.
She's Oriental anyway, and so everybody's like, oh, Kikyo.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she is very awesome.
She is, and she was super sweet.
And she has very, very cool jewelry, dude.
Yeah, they had a lot of good stuff in that whole booth.
I wanted the Deadpool.
You wanted a Deadpool so bad.
Oh, so bad.
So bad. But yeah, I got that from her, and I think that was. And then I gave being next to silly. He's
I know where you're going with this.
Silly, giggling as a schoolgirl. I was next to you
because I didn't say this. I did not. I had nothing to do with this.
This is going to be a funny story for you guys. Okay, so being next to Silly Little Missy and Electa, I gave them. I gave Electa Sylveon because she really loves Sylveon, and I gave Missy Flareon because Flareon's her favorite. Well, I ended up. I'm working on Flareon for Silly Little Missy, but I did manage to get the Sylveon done for Electa, and I gave it to her, and she was surprised because she came over there and was watching me do it, and she was like, "Oh, that's so pretty!" And
my god!
And then I followed her after her and gave it to her, and so I got a print from her. And there's going to be more to this story in a minute.
There is.
I absolutely adore this cosplay because it is just so gorgeous.
She is amazing.
Amazing cosplayer.
She makes all of her
stuff. Like
all the cosplayers we met make their own stuff.
And she cosplayed Elizabeth from Seven Deadly Sins this year. I was like,
she's an amazing person. Amazing cosplayer. She does really good stuff.
She's really good. And she put on there, follow your dreams, your art is epic, #gemstone pasties. There's a story behind the gemstone pasties.
I had nothing to do with it, I swear to God.
It's partially his fault.
I didn't point this out.
As y'all know, I have the gemstone prints. I have the Steven Universe and Hogwarts, they're put in their households, they have the scarves on. Amethyst, apparently the way I colored her and the way it looks like she's slipping a nipple because of her gemstone, but that's her gemstone, which in turn, it's a perversion test where if you look at it, what do you see first?
Now, you got to explain, how do you feel that I got involved? I never told a single soul.
When I first sent that to him to show him, or showed him what it looked like, he's like, "Oh, that's really cool," but he almost typed out, "That looks like a boob."
And I had typed it out. I was right there on my phone. I had typed it out. And I looked at the picture again, and I went, "Wait, that's amethyst." I erased it,
and
then
I
sent you what I
never
sent
said
you.
anything.
And I never said a word that it did look like a nipple.
And, several years later, or a couple of years later, here's Electa going, "That totally looks like a nipple."
Right.
And I'm like, ah! So it's become a thing, and I've even said that I'm going to draw a piece of artwork where, amethyst has gemstone nipples. So.
And it made everybody around, it became a test.
It did.
What do you see in that picture?
It did.
You're a pervert.
Yeah.
And I told her, I had nothing to do with this. It was not preset. It was spontaneous. Somebody just straight up had.
So it's classified as I have an NSFW that's actually SFW.
Yes.
Not safe for work, that is safe for work.
Because if you know the series and you watch the series, it's in between.
It's on her chest.
And it's up higher. It's not right where the boobs are set.
Yeah. It's the way it happened to come across on my picture.
It's just the way that the shirt is and the way that the curves are. It makes your mind go, did I just see a nipple? Yeah.
It makes you do double take when you're staring at it going, fair enough.
It wasn't me. I'm a pervert, but I didn't say anything.
So I'm starting to try to remember all the things that I got here. I also went to Kat's booth, and her daughter was making pixel art things and then raising for a college fund. So I went over there and I totally snagged Charmander bow, because I was like, and I wore it for a little bit after. Once I bought it, Kat helped me put it in, because I tried and I failed so horribly putting it in the wig, because I was wearing my Minako wig. I need to get a red bow for it, but
yeah, you do.
I totally was like running around with Charmander in my head. It's because this is adorable, and
it is. I like it even.
Out of the first starters, Charmander's my favorite, because he eventually evolves into Charizard, which Charizard's one of my favorites. But
same here.
I was like, she had all the starters. She had Pikachu, and then she had Pokeball bows. Aww. And as soon as I spotted the Charmander, I was like, I gotta have one.
I even like Charmeleon.
Yes, Charmeleon. I loved it.
That's my one Pokemon that I do like.
Adored that one. Let's see, and then we got Brain.
Let's go with the big piece.
Let's go with the big piece. Okay, so yeah, Unlimited Beadworks was next to me. He showed me the Umbreon that he made.
I have to give credit to people who do beadwork.
Yeah, y'all guys that do beadwork. Holy crap.
I cannot do something like that. It's like needlepoint and chainmail. I will get very irritated. And as a kid, I punched my light bright. So I couldn't even do that. So those that work with beads, y'all do amazing
things that I cannot.
Amazing work.
I suck at pixel art, because my brain does not want to think in pixels.
That would irritate the shit out of me.
Yeah,
it really would.
But and he ended up having them put all on a canvas board and sold the whole set of evolutions.
He did.
Every single one of them.
He sold out quickly with those.
And so I knew he was getting commissions. I was like, how much for an Umbreon? And he told me, and I totally got an Umbreon. He ended up doing this today. It was the last day of the con, and got it done with time to spare. And
About 20 to 30 minutes, he got that done. I was amazed.
And, it was like so happy, because Umbreon's my favorite evolution, and he put magnets on it, and I'm like, because I also got the spiritual stones from him.
Show him the cool thing about
and what's really cool is, I want to get this as close, because you have this where you can get the pixelated look, but here's the smoother where it looks, and he irons it.
And show them the difference between his to somebody else's.
Now, when you can see, there is difference, and that's what I really like, is that there's difference between the artists, so you can tell whenever you get it from one person to another.
Now, what he was showing is...
I'm stuck. Okay.
Try to bend that.
Yeah, you can tell is you can't really. I don't want to.
You can only flex it. His, you can bend in half.
Yeah, because it's very soft.
I was amazed. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
You can bend his in half, and it'll still keep its shape. I was like, oh, wow, that was epic.
And that's how different artists do different things with their pixel things. And I was like,
that's how they make them special.
All the pixel artists,
they're all amazing. The guy that was sitting right beside of us, you could take his brain. You can weeble, you can wobble it, you can play with it, you can do whatever you want with it. And he did it to his own, so I know it won't break.
Yeah.
The other ones have a tendency to that if you flex it too much,
the harder ones they will. You don't want to flex it, and you don't want to try to. That's why I didn't want to flex the stars, because I didn't want to break it, because I don't want to mess up. They're too precious. They are. But yeah, and I'll put a link to his stuff down below too, because all of these guys are amazing for all this. And then I happened to find,
which is an awesome find.
Oh, a very awesome find. I went over there and I saw these, and I instantly went, I have to have something from over here. Now, I found this, and this is from Prideworks, and I was like super amazed by all her work. I mean, it was this little tiny, I can do like jewelry box or a little catch-all box out of it, but I was like really cool because of all the things that she had over there. At first I saw a
sorry,
I'm gonna go ahead and just show these off. These are gifts, by the way. It's for my mom and my dad. I found these, and I'm totally gonna give it to them. I know, we got a green man, and we got the goddess and symbol and everything.
It is awesome.
And
it's very pretty.
It is
what you see
gorgeous.
It doesn't give it justice.
And so I got one for myself, because I'm very druid. I'm an earth sign, and this one just sung to me. So I was like, I have to have that one. Right there,
that's not even justice of what it actually looks like in person.
Because my camera sucks and doesn't focus right.
It's very, very shiny, and it's very pretty.
And she totally put it on adjustable, so I can tighten it or loosen it whenever I need to.
Which is very cool.
And I also got a present for myself and for him. And this was also another really nifty find, was finding the Zodiac. These little bracelets are really cool.
They don't even give it, that doesn't even give it justice.
Because he's a Virgo.
Yes.
And it says precise, passionate, wise, and then it has the planets, the overruling planets on them. So, it fit for the Virgo, and then for Capricorn, which is what I am. I mean, I've got a tattoo and everything. It says hardworking, ambitious, and caring, and then it's got Saturn on it, which I was like, oh, that's awesome. And I didn't notice that until we came home.
Right.
I was like, oh, overruling
Holy
planets.
Cow.
So I was even more stoked to have
When
these.
she was going through that bag, I was going through over here, putting up our stuff. And I heard that, oh my God. I was like, what? And she's like, it's got the planets. And I'm like, that's cool as hell.
So yeah, I mean, definitely for Koya-Con, there was just so much stuff to be there. And it was very nostalgic for me for Anime Pop to be there, because they're Dallas vendor, and I haven't been in Anime Pop in years, like since I've lived in Dallas. So I was like, whoa.
I thought it was pretty cool that they were there.
Yeah, so, and we're trying to put on our bracelets as we're doing this. I'm not going to try to, because I can't. Okay, he's going to put my bracelet on for me. But, I think we came out really good. I really enjoyed everybody that stopped at the booth.
We still got 2 more things that we got to reveal.
What?
What? Hang on. If you'll do me the honor.
What 2 more? I'm confused.
I'll show you.
Funko Pops!
Ah!
Oh! I feel so bad. Because our,
Let me go down here to my little
cubbyhole cave. Okay, so there was a vendor in with a pit and everything, because they were the ones running the games, running the tournaments.
The video games, and he had a little booth.
A little vendor booth
in the entertainment area.
Had tabletop games. Everything was running. All of the tournaments were there. They're my cousins. Yeah. They're my cousins from Leandra and Val.
Yeah.
So and I was like, that was really cool.
I've known Val for quite a long time.
Yeah, because we all know each other through Amp Guard.
Your cousin Lee, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know her too well, but I know Val. I've met Val before they got together.
Yeah, and see, that's the way I met Val was before they got together, was through Ramp Guard.
Right.
Because I didn't know Val very much, where I knew Leandra, so, and we went over to their booth and stared, and I already automatically, I'm going to let Orgy do his first, I automatically saw this and went, yep, I know what I'm getting him.
I don't have too many, like I have said on the podcast, I don't like heroes, I like villains, and I don't like too many of the Batman. I'm not a Batman fan. I really don't like it. But I do like one villain. I have one I absolutely love. And I can make a connect to. And that is, I like Scarecrow.
So, I got him a little Arkham Asylum Scarecrow.
Yeah.
I saw it and I went, that's going to be Orgy's.
I squeed.
He squeed.
He
did. He had it. He fangirled.
I did.
He did.
So bad.
So, knowing me, I'm a fan of just about damn near everything. And I saw, and couldn't help it, something from Firefly. And this was my Funko Pop that I wanted. We're both yawning because we're exhausted.
Yeah.
But I really, really wanted her. And that's a Kaylee. And Shotgun tried to mate off with her.
Yeah, he did.
He tried to take her away. I'm like, no, give me back my Kaylee, because she's adorable. She's my favorite character from the series. And I was like, yep, I have to have a Kaylee.
If they would have had a River, I probably would have.
They did have Kaylee and they had Zoe. At least that's what I saw up on the display.
If they would have had River.
River would have been yours.
Yeah.
Actually, River's not even in the series.
I know.
If you look in the back. River and her brother. The Doctor.
See, it's only got the cool one. There's Harley Quinn on here in this series.
Yeah.
There's Harley Quinn, Batman, Arkham Knight, and Scarecrow.
Yep.
Whereas
this one they have Captain, Zoe, and then Wash, and then Jane. Oh, if there would have been a Jane too.
Yeah.
'Cause Jane makes me giggle. And then Kaylee. So I'm like, I got a Kaylee. I got a Kaylee. She's totally going with the funk. They're both going to go in we got to make room.
Yeah.
Because we're running out of room to put the Funko Pops. So.
And now we've got figurines too.
Yeah, we've got to make more room on our shelf for all these.
Yeah, we do.
But I think.
Did we didn't show off our other two new ones that we have. Y'all don't know.
No, I took a picture of those two.
But I don't.
Those two?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I took a picture and posted it. The Kirito and Asuna.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Kirito and Asuna. He has Kirito. I have Asuna. But.
Oh, yeah. Y'all don't know about that one.
So, Rich, from Rich Plays, he does, the nerd block. And he gave me his Altair.
Aww.
So we got a tiny Altair, and I'm so super stoked about that, because he's adorable. I even had him set up on my booth.
I'm not too fond of the chibi shit. I mean, chibi stuff. But that's really cool. That is really
Freudian
cool.
slip there, huh? I loved my Altair.
So you could have pulled down your amethyst when we were talking that it is in her chest.
No, it's okay. But yeah, I think Koya-Con, it went really well. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun being there, just being able to talk to everybody. And he's going to drop our Funko Pops as he's yawning and Evie's trying to attack his face. So.
Yes. I really had a good time. It was enjoyable. They didn't have too many of the activities that I'd like, but I got to meet a lot of new and interesting people. Mm-hmm. And I got to see different walks of life of the people I met.
Yeah. And
it wasn't
Kenzo
just,
Kukai was back there again,
one
really
age group. It was all age groups.
Yeah. They hit everybody.
And then working the table, the booth, and working the pit. I don't know. It kept me busy. Kept me hopping. Being there on concrete, don't fall on your knees, which we do in Napguard. That hurt. But other than that, it was very fun. I had a good time. I
enjoyed it. I love cosplaying. I didn't cosplay on Friday because I was already too tired. I had gone on...
Well, you had lack of sleep.
I had 6 hours of sleep over 3 days, so 2 hours a day was not cutting it.
No. It
did. And by the time we got home about 7, I zonked out.
And no offense, but I ain't staying up with you the next time.
No. No.
Yeah, we both. I think I got more than you did. I had
You did.
roughly about 5 hours of sleep each day, where you had 2. That still kicked my ass. I'm too old for that shit.
Because I was working on getting all the bookmarks done and I redid the Sailor Moon
And
stuff.
I was trying to tough it out with you.
Yeah, I'm
Trying to be a trooper.
I prevailed. He failed.
Giving company, you know.
Yeah. Until I heard.
don't do that. Now, I did do work at the con, and I helped you cut out your bookmarks, but I didn't help. I did not have a hand in help you making it.
And drawing them.
Yeah, no. Now, unless you want stick figures.
But yeah, I didn't cosplay on Friday, but I did cosplay as my pirate persona on Saturday, which really works well because it's like the steampunk kind of vibe.
Yeah, you were part of the scavenger hunt.
I wasn't part of the scavenger hunt, but I accidentally, because I forgot about the pirate lizard, they were right behind me, and I forgot about that. And I wore my pirate.
They kept coming up there to you first going, are you a part of the scavenger
Are you the pirate lizard? I'm like, no, that's behind me. I was like, forgot.
And it was, I know it's away from the booth, but the boffer pit became a part of the scavenger hunt.
Nice.
And I don't think that was intentional, to be honest. I think SEA was supposed to be, and because of the fighting, the medieval armor. Yeah. So I think we split the ticket on Amtgard, gave part in the boffer pit, gave part of the stamp, while SEA gave the other half of the stamp. And what it was a heart. We gave them half a heart, ha ha ha, funny, ha ha, and SEA gave them the other half.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I don't think that was intentional. I don't think that was the plan, but that's the way it worked out.
Yeah.
And luckily, we kind of sort of get along.
Yeah. Yeah. It was very odd for them to be the very end of the hall part.
Because I don't think they don't want to do a lot of the boffer fighting.
Right.
Because they don't do boffer fighting. They do
actual rattan
and
fighting.
Getting in that armor, you gotta have people like me who don't want to deal with the crowd. But I will do it. But you gotta have people like that want to just go strictly the fighting and teaching people what you do.
Yeah.
And so I don't think that that's the route that they wanted to go. They just wanted to show off their armor, show off what they have, their attire, and then sit there and talk about it. Because they had videos playing, too, while they were there.
And I know you weren't exactly cosplaying. You were in garb.
Yeah.
For Friday and Saturday, which I know you were like, nope, I'm not getting into Amtgard pants because it was too hot.
I was
really
sweating
hot.
with just what I had on.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell I wanted to put on Amtgard pants with it. I'd have been burning. Cooking.
Yeah. And then
I run hot anyway, so I would have been dripping with sweat.
And then
some people thought I was part of Fairy Tale.
It's the hawk. It was the way the hawk looks.
I know.
Which makes me giggle.
Because on the backside of my tabard, I wear a blue tabard, navy blue, with a black hawk on the backside.
Yeah, it looks very similar to the Fairy Tale
With my hair
logo.
covering up the hawk head, it has a little swirl to it, and it has feathers. And so they were like, "Oh, are you a part of Fairy Tale?" And I'm like, "No. No, I'm not." Look again.
But it's actually really good, you know.
It was cool.
I really liked Koya-Con. And of course, you know, Sunday, I was like, I did a little bit more
wore this
effort.
shirt with some black slacks, and I'm here.
Whereas I did casual kind of Minako throw together, not really put too much into it. I stayed comfortable this turnaround. I was like, I didn't even try to put contacts in because I was like, I'm too tired for that.
Last day, breaking down.
Don't want to wear contacts.
I just wanted to wear minimal
airflow,
because this is an Under Armour shirt.
Yeah.
And with the slacks,
definitely
nice and cool.
Koya-Con, love it. I can't wait till next year to see what the kinks and everything they work out, see what all they do.
It was just different. It was a different con. It had a different atmosphere to it.
It did. And that's going to happen, especially with like the first 5 years of a con. They're going to work everything out and slowly get everything figured out.
Hopefully
the way
they can get into a routine.
Yeah.
Once they get their niche.
Find the niche, find the routine, and all of it will iron out. Definitely. I've got good hopes for this one.
Yeah.
So
hopefully it'll go big.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't go home, but go big.
There you go. Because it's already home.
I know. But I don't want it to go away.
No, I don't think
that's
it'll
what I
go
mean
away.
by go home.
I don't think it's going to go away. But definitely, guys, thanks everyone that came
Thank
and
you.
stopped by,
Yes.
who bought stuff.
And
And all the
if
gifts.
I don't know what your name was and you came by, thank you again.
Mm-hmm.
I have a tendency to tell people I'm not the artist, I'm the manager. I'll get what you need. But I didn't sell anything. You didn't. You did all that.
Yep.
That was all you, not me. I didn't sell a single thing this year.
He relieves me for breaks. and
Because
everything.
usually I can sell something, and this year, nah. People didn't want to see me, they wanted to see you.
Oh, there you go.
But yes, even if you stop by, you can always purchase something from me. But if you want to see the artist, that's her, not me. Sorry, I can't draw. I'll give you a stick figure.
See, most art starts from a stick figure, but that's for another time. We're gonna be doing Anime and Gaming Expo
Yes.
in August. Also, I will be going to Hub City,
Hub City.
and then San Angelo Comic Con.
Yes.
Which he'll be at San Angelo Comic
Yes.
Con.
I'm not sure about Hub City yet, but
Yeah,
I know
I'll be having Anime and Gaming. I'll be with Kat.
Yeah.
You
And-
and I will both
yeah.
be with Kat. Hub City is gonna be. I'm gonna have a sharing a booth with Soma,
Right.
and we've got that through
Well, if they
Drunken
have the
Dragon.
buffer pit there,
You might be there.
I might be there.
And
I'm
then
not sure. It's not in stone yet.
yeah, and then San Angelo Comic Con,
I'm going to be working with the Amp Guard.
and I should have my own booth over there.
Yeah. I
So-
have been told, I've voluntold I am going to be working there.
So there you go.
Yeah,
So those
I'll
are
be
those are
there.
the three that we've got going on.
So if you have a booth, I'll probably be doing both.
Fair enough. But San Angelo Comic Con's in end of September, early October.
Yeah.
So definitely, guys, if y'all are there, come check us out. Come say hi.
Yeah.
We love to chit chat and everything.
Even if I'm not at a booth, if you see me, come by and say
Mm-hmm.
hi. I don't have a problem with it.
Yep. Same here. If I'm not at my booth, just I'll be around.
Catch me going to the bathroom. I don't care. I'll just tell you, excuse me, I got to go use the bathroom. And I'll come back and I'll visit with you.
There you go.
I have no problem.
But we got an episode of Nocturnal Nerds coming
Yes.
up this Friday, so stay tuned for
Stay
that
tuned.
one.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully more artwork, more shenanigans, more things to come from us.
Oh, yeah.
And I know I'm going to keep posting up on Patreon and everything for you guys. Facebook.
Evie is even giving her opinion.
Yeah, she's about ready to
Crash
pass out
out.
too. So, and I'm starting to get all droopy out. I'm tired. I'm done.
My bags are showing. You can see it.
But yeah, definitely, guys. Thank you so much.
Yes,
thank
thank
you
you.
for all your support.
Yes.
It's you guys have made this
You-
artist very humble
You
with
keep
all
her
of it.
going. And I got to say thank you, too.
You get the seal of approval from the manager.
Yep.
But yeah, so we'll see you guys later. Ciao, matane.
Laters, guys.